Working out. What's up, y'all? They got to working out. I'm about to go in here and get this Bible. Give me some ice. It's hot. It's hot, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in, y'all. I ain't been on here. For some reason, my internet don't be working when I'm out. So, but it's all good. How y'all doing? Thank you for thumbing up the live. I just got done working out. So, of course, y'all know this is a positive channel. Talk about the Bible. So I'm about to read something. I'm about to read a chapter. Let's see. God, I gotta go get my tie. My tie went flat too. God, show me what you want me to read. God, and everybody, make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. God, what you want me to read? Show me what you want me to read. Samuel. Okay. It says Samuel. Okay. Second Samuel. So I'm about to read Second Samuel. What's up, Wick TV? Good morning. How you doing? What's going on? Hey, Rowan. Hey, welcome in, y'all. So I want to get, because for the past couple of days I ain't been able to get on here like that, because I guess because my dad, whatever. But how y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Monday? I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all doing well. Um, and yeah. So I'm about to read out of Second Samuel. So this is a positive channel, y'all. And I talk about the Bible, and I value y'all's opinion. I don't think it's a right or wrong answer. Whatever. Alright, so Second Samuel. David hears about Saul's unaliving. After Saul was unalive, David returned from striking down Amalekites and stayed in Ziklag 2 days. On the third day, a man arrived from Saul's camp with his clothes torn and dust on his head. When he came to David, he fell to the ground to pay him honor. Where have you come from? David asked him. He answered, I have escaped from the Israelite camp. What happened? David asked. Tell me. The men fled from the battle. He replied, many of them fell unalive, and Saul and his son Jonathan are unalive. Then David said to the young man who brought him the report, how do you know that Saul and his son are gone? I happen to be on Mount Gilboa, the young man said, and there was Saul leaning on his spear with the chariots and their drivers in hot pursuit. When he turned around and saw me, he called out to me and said, what can I do? He asked me, who are you? And Amalekite, I answered. Then he said to me, stand here by me, and I'm in the throes of, but I'm still alive. So I stood beside him and unalive him because I knew that after he had fallen, he could not survive. And I took the crown that was on his head and the band on his arm and had brought them here to my Lord. Then David and all the men with him took hold of their clothes and tore them. They mourned and wept and fasted till evening from Saul and his son, and for the army of the Lord and for the nation of Israel, because they had fallen by the sword. David said to the young man who brought him the report, where are you from? I am the son of a foreigner, and am the light, he answered. Yeah, I'm reading from the Bible. David asked him, why weren't you afraid to lift your hand to destroy the Lord's anointed? Then David called one of his men and said, go strike him down. So he struck him down, and he unalive. David called one of his men and said, go strike him down. Then he struck him down. But David had said to him, your own mouth testified against you when you said, oh, Lord. So they had got him. They got the man. David's name it for Saul and Jonathan. David took up his lament concerning Saul and his son, and he ordered that the people of Judah he taught this lament of the bow. It is written in the book of Jazer. A gazelle lies slain on your heights, Israel. How the mighty have fallen. Tell it not, God proclaim or not is not in the streets. Lest the daughters of the Philistines be glad, lest the daughters of the uncircumcised rejoice. Mountains of Gilboa may have neither dew or nor rain, may no showers fall on your terraced fields, for the shield of the mighty was despised. The shield of Saul no longer rubbed with oil. From the blood of the slain, from the flesh of the mighty, the bow of Jonathan did not turn back, and the sword of Saul did not return unsatisfied. Saul and Jonathan in life, they were loved and admired, and then they were not parted. They were swifter than eagles. They were stronger than lions. Welcome in, y'all. Make sure y'all thumbs up the live and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Daughters of Israel, weep for Saul, who clothe you in scarlet and finery, who adorn your garments with ornaments of gold. How the mighty have fallen in battle. Jonathan lies slain in your heights. I grieve for you, Jonathan, my brother. You were very dear to me. Your love for me was wonderful, more wonderful than that of women. How the mighty have fallen, the weapons of war have perished. Okay, so the message is, okay, so this is if you don't understand what I just read. Shortly after Saul was unalive, David returned to Ziklag from his route. 3 days later, a man showed up unannounced from Saul's army camp. Disheveled, disheveled, and obviously in mourning, he fell to his knees in respect before David. David asked, what brings you here? He answered, I've just escaped from the camp of Israel. So what happened? Said David. What's the news? He said, the Israelites had fled the battlefield, leaving a lot of their comrades behind, and Saul and his son Jonathan are gone. David pressed the young soldier for details. How do you know for sure that Saul and so David didn't even know that Saul and Jonathan, which is Saul's son, didn't even know they were gone. I just happened by Mount Gibeah and came on Saul badly wounded and leaning on his spear with enemy chariots and horsemen bearing down hard on him. He looked behind him, saw me, and called me to him. Yes, sir, I said, at your service. He asked me who I was, and I told him. Come here, he said, and put me out of my misery, and my life hangs on. So I did what he asked. I knew he wouldn't last much longer anyway. I removed his royal headband and bracelet and had brought them to my master. Here they are. David ripped his clothes to ribbons. All the men with him did the same. They wept and fasted the rest of the day, grieving. So they were crying over Jonathan and Saul, and also the army of God and the nation of Israel, victims in a field battle. Then David spoke to the young soldier who had brought the report. Who are you anyway? So he like, who are you anyway? Hey, welcome in. And I'm from the immigrant family. David asked, this, they might get out of school early. This school might get out of school early. Okay, David asked, okay, let's see. Do you mean to say, said David, that you weren't afraid to up and do what you did to God's anointing king, which is Saul? Right then he ordered one of his soldiers to strike him. So the soldier struck him. So David said, don't come over here playing. You gonna tell me in front of my face that you did that to Saul? But Saul told him to do it though. I guess David wasn't feeling that. You asked for it, David told him. You seal your sentence when you said you did that to God's anointed king. Then David sang this lament over Saul and his son Jonathan and gave orders that everyone in Judah learn it by heart. Yes, it's even inscribed in the book of Joshua. O gazelles of Israel, struck down your heels, the mighty warriors. Don't announce it in the city. Don't give those coarse Philistine girls one more excuse from a drunken party. No more dew or rain for you, hills of Gilboa, and not a drop from springs and wells. For the warrior shields were dragged through the mud. Saul's shield left there to rot. Jonathan's bow was bold. The bigger they were, the harder they fell. Saul's sword was fearless. Once out of the scabbard, nothing could stop it. Saul and Jonathan, beloved, beautiful, together in life, together. So they went together. Okay. Women of Israel reap for Saul. So they was crying. They was taking this hard, y'all. Welcome in. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. How y'all doing? I'm just reading Samuel, 2 Samuel. He dressed you in the finest cottons and silks, spared no expense in making you elegant. The mighty warriors falling in the middle of the fight. Jonathan struck down on your heels. Oh, my dear brother Jonathan, I'm crushed by your unaliving. Your friendship was a miracle wonder. Love far exceeding anything I've known or even hoped to know. The mighty warriors falling in the arms of war broke to bits. How y'all doing today? What's going on? How are y'all? I just got through working out, drinking my water, and I'm minding my business, and I'm reading the Bible. I'm reading out of 2 Samuel. I'm probably gonna read the first and the second chapter. Um, in the course of time, time David inquired of the Lord, shall I go up to one of the towns of Judah? The Lord said, go up. David asked, where shall I go? To Hebron, the Lord answered. So David went up there with his two wives, and Hanam of Jezreel and Abigail. She was a widow. David also took the men who were with him, each with his family, and they settled in Hebron in his town. Then the men of Judah came to Hebron, and they anointed David king over the tribe. When David was told that it was the men from Jabesh who had buried Saul, he sent messages to them to say to them, the Lord bless you for showing this kindness to Saul your master by burying him. May the Lord now show you kindness and faithfulness. So they went to the place, and they said they gonna bless them. They said Lord bless you for showing the kindness to Saul and your master for burying him. May the Lord now show you kindness and faithfulness, and I too will show you the same favor because you have done this. So he like, since you looked out for Saul, who that son, y'all? Since you looked out for Saul, now then, be strong and brave, for Saul your master is gone, and the people of Judah have anointed the king over them. That son hit different. Okay, so war between the house of David and Saul. Meanwhile, Abner, son of Ner, the commander of Saul's army, had taken Ishbosheth, a son of Saul. Meanwhile, Abner, he was the commander of Saul's army, had taken Ish, the son of Saul, and brought him to Mahanaim. He made him king over Gilead, Ashur, and Jeruel, and also over Ephraim, Benjamin, and Israel. Ishbosheth, son of Saul, was 40 years old when he became king over Israel, and he reigned 2 years. The tribe of Judah, however, remained loyal to David. The length of time David was king was 7 years and 6 months. Abner, together with the men of Ish, son of Saul, left Mahanaim and went to Gibeon. Joab, son of Zeruiah, and David's men went out and met them at the pool. One group sat down and one said, I didn't even know they had pools on one side of the pool, and one group on the other side. Then Abner said to Joab, let's have some of the young men get up and fight hand to hand in front of us. All right, let them do it. So they stood up and were counted off, 12 men for Benjamin and Ish, and 12 for David. Then each man grabbed his opponent by the head and thrust his dagger into the opponent's side, and they fell down together. So that place in Gibeon was called Hekau. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Grand Rising. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yeah, yeah. Okay. sons, let's see, the battle that day was very fierce. And Abner and the Israelites were defeated by David's men. The three sons of Zeruiah were there. He chased Abner, turning neither to the right nor to the left as he pursued him. He looked behind him and asked, "Is that you, Asahel?" "Is it?" he answered. Then Abner said to him, "Turn aside to the right or to the left. Take one of the young men and strip him of his weapons." But Asahel would not stop chasing him. Again, Abner warned Asahel, "Stop chasing me. Why should I strike you down? How could I look your brother Joab in the face?" But Asahel refused to give up the pursuit. So Abner thrust the butt of his spear into Asahel's stomach, and the spear came out through his back. He fell there. Ooh, Lord, every man stopped when he came to the place where Asahel had fallen. But Joab and Abishai pursued Abner, and as the sun was setting, they came to the hill near Giah on the way to the wasteland. Then the men of Benjamin rallied behind Abner. They formed themselves into a group and took their stand on top of the hill. Abner called out to Joab, "Must the sword devour forever? Don't you realize that this will end in bitterness? How long before you order your men to stop pursuing their fellow Israelites? As surely as God lives, if you had not spoken, the men would have continued pursuing them until the morning." So Joab blew the trumpet, and all the troops came to halt. They no longer pursued Israel, nor did they fight anymore, so they don't stop fighting. All that night, Abner and his men marched through the Arabah. They crossed the Jordan, continued through the morning hours, and came to Mahanaim. Then Joab stopped pursuing Abner and assembled the whole army. Besides Asahel, 19 of David's men were found missing, but David's men had on the line 360 Benjamites who were with Abner. They took Asher and buried him in his father's tomb. Then Joab and his men marched all night and arrived at the Hebron by daybreak. Welcome in, y'all. I guess I'm gonna try to do an hour. Welcome in, welcome in. So I just read 2 Samuel chapter 1 and 2.